Hello, this week we're going to be making a procedural stylized night sky in Blender. Right, to start off, we can remove the cube and light and spawn in a sphere. We can set its radius to 50 meters, then in edit mode we can remove the bottom half of the mesh. Then back up in object mode, we can scale this down to around 0.7 to 0.8 range. Now we can enter the shader editor mode and create a new material calling this clouds. Now we can get rid of the principal BSDF and replace it with a mix shader. It will be mixing between an emissive in the top and the transparency in the bottom. Next, we can add two Voronoi textures. Both will have their roughness set to 1. The top one will set a scale of 15 and the bottom one will be set to 3. These will need a mapping node and a texture coordinates plugged in. Now we can plug one of them into our mix factor and color our mission. Now to control this, we'll need a color ramp. We can now add a second color ramp and mix them together. This will control our cloud's large shapes. With this all mixed together in the mapping node, we can up the Z scale to around 2.7. This will give us more elongated cloud shapes. When you have a look that you are happy with, we can add a noise texture here, setting it to heteroterrain. We'll need 2 of them. The top one will set its scale to 90 and its details to 10, and the bottom one will set its scale to 60 and its details to 10. When you have them set, we can add a color ramp to them. Mixing them into the first mix node, making sure to plug them into the B path. And then we can invert the colors on the ramp, and we can continue to adjust these around until you find something that you're happy with. Then we can add another color ramp to the end just before the mix shader. This will break up our clouds a lot more. Now for the colors, we're going to copy everything up to the mix shader and plug our mapping nodes into the noise textures. We're also going to need to change the last 2 mix nodes to be soft light, and then we can plug that into our emissive node. Now this last color ramp will control the colors of our cloud. I have some colors that I've already picked out, so I'll just use them. After we have our colors, we can add another mix node. The ramp will run into the A path. And the B path will be a dark teal color. As for the factor, we're going to need a linear gradient running through a color ramp for that. The gradient will need a mapping and texture coordinate nodes. Setting the mapping node's Y rotation to 90 and its scale to 1.5 in the Z. Now that we have our clouds, we can go through our color ramps and adjust them until we're happy with the shape and colors of our clouds. Now I could mess around with this for hours to get a look that I'm happy with, but I won't, so let's move on. We're going to change our shader editor mode from object to world. To start off, we're going to need a mix shader, and we're going to need a background node for both the A and B path. We can set the A path to white for now, and the factor will be a light path using the in-camera ray. Now we need a noise texture, setting its scale to 2 and its detail to 16. And copy that and setting its scale to 10 and detail to 0.2, we can then mix these together. Now for the B path, we're going to need a color ramp with 3 points. The outer two will be set to black or a really dark blue, and the middle one will be set to a slightly lighter, dark blue color. Then off the factor, we can call a mapping node, setting the X location to 0.1. And add a texture coordinate node. We can separate the X by Z and then combine the Y and Z back together. As for the X, we're going to need to add the mixed nodes to it. Next, between the color ramp and the background color, we need to add another mixed node, setting this to color dodge. The color ramp will run into the B path for this. As for the A path, we're going to need another mixed node. And then we can copy the gradient and mapping nodes, setting the Y rotation to 90 and adding a texture coordinate to it. We are also going to need a color ramp off the gradient. The color ramp will have 3 colors. I have colors that I like, so I'll just use them. We won't see too much right now, so we can come back and change the positions later if you want. As for the B path, we're going to need another mixed node. This will be set to soft light. The B path will be a Voronoi texture, setting the scale to 100. And the A path will be the Voronoi texture's distance running through a color ramp. And if we invert our colors like so, voila, we have our stars and they're all various colors. Now for the moon, we can add another sphere and drop its scale down. And then we can just move the moon more than 50 units away in any direction. This way it will sit behind our clouds. As for the moon texture, we're just going to use an emissive node into it. But with that, we are done. So thank you for watching. Next week, I'm going to go through how to render this down to a HDRI, so you don't have to set it up each time. But once again, thank you for watching and bye for now, and I will see you next week.